thank you enough for meeting with me. I know that you have a plane to catch.
Good afternoon.
Hello, John. My usual table, please.
Very good.
Thank you.
I am afraid you must lunch without me, Mrs. Manning. I have meetings in New York this afternoon.
Oh, well, I thought that we could actually sit down and talk some
yes,
business.
I would see you before I leave Landview. But if you wish to try to talk me into doing business with Melidor, I must disappoint you, madame.
Oh, Monsieur Navarre. Guy, we were so close to a deal. And in fact, Melidor was going to be an exclusive in all your beauty salons. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, you changed your mind. Why?
You are a beautiful woman, Mrs. Manning, with great business skills. But that cannot be enough for my salons. We must stand behind the products we endorse. We would never do business with a company whose products have produced disfiguring skin rashes.
Well, naturally, Skin rashes? Where did you hear a ridiculous thing like that?
Couldn't have done it without you, Tina. You were magnificent. I'm telling you, when you took off that glove and showed Navarre your hand with the makeup on it, it was so good for a minute, I thought it was real.
Well, I'm glad I could help, Max, especially if helping you and Luna means sticking it to Blair.
Well, we sure did that. We hit her right where she lives, right in her pride. And now every time she walks past the Guy Navarre salon, she's going to see Serenity Springs Miracle Mud right there on the shelves. Ooh, I love it. You know, for experiencing the sweet taste of revenge, you don't seem to be too happy.
I just came from the hospital.
Vicky? How is she?
Not good. She's not good at all.
Well, looks like the party's already started.
Oh, sorry, we were just, painting.
Pretty soon there's not going to be a trace of gangs on the walls here.
Yeah, this is the way Angel Square used to be. Music, dancing, romance. I remember black parties just like this one. Beautiful hot summer nights. And your father dancing the salsa with me.
Sir Emilio Gonzalez, how you doing? He's been donating all his free time down at the community center, so maybe you guys know each other. Carlotta, Officer Gonzalez.
We've met. Excuse me.
Rachel, we both know what's going on here. So let's stop kidding ourselves and deal with it.
I was in the middle of talking to the bartender when you interrupted.
No, I'm not the only one who notices. Marty and Dylan are worried about you. You've been talking nonstop ever since you came in here.
Your spies have really been busy, huh? Well, I don't care what they say. There's nothing wrong with me.
You listen to yourself. Whatever I say sets you off. It's been like this for weeks. You are not in control.
You want to diagnose somebody? Why don't you go back to the hospital?
I am not letting you go. Not until you tell me what's going on with you.
Oh, great. Yeah, thanks, Suze. No, really, and listen, keep up the good work, okay? Thanks. That sister of mine is really earning her keep.
Did she examine Vicky?
Yeah, they seem to hit it off. She said Vicky's got a tough road ahead of her, though.
Yeah, I really feel for Vicky. But I think she's lucky to have one of the Hannon sisters on her side. I think I could use one myself right now.
Yeah, you got one till death do us part.
I'm not talking about a wife, though. I'm talking about a lawyer. Because I think I could use one when Liz McNamara shows up today. Right on cue. Madam Mayor, we were just talking about you.
You've been on my mind, too. And on the front page of the newspaper. Nora, would you tell your husband that I would hate to see this headline become a reality?
So just tell me where you need me.
Well, we need to get the soda. How are you with the hand truck?
My specialty.
Okay.
Oh, don't even ask me, man. I don't have a clue. That's kind of weird. I mean, your mom takes one look at Emilio and turns ice cold. I know. Tell me about it. I mean, she was really up for this block party, you know? Well, maybe it's just because that he's a policeman and everything. I mean, you know, all the stuff that's been going on around here. But I tell you something, it's all going to change now, huh? Oh, man. Yeah, one block party's not going to change much, all right? And that's coming from the same person who told me we'd never have a basketball game at the community center, right? Huh? Oh, man. What do you want me to say? What, you want me to say that, yeah, I had a lot of fun beating Javier in the arrows? I mean, is that what you want me to say? Yes. That's exactly what I want to hear you say. All right. Yeah, all right. Fine. Yes, I had a lot of fun beating Javier in the arrows. All right. But, you know, we are going to have to pay for it. I mean, we beat them fair and square, but Javier's a sore loser, man. Don't worry about Javier. Javier's a lot of talk. Yeah, well, he's got the arrows to back him up. Yeah, and that's Javier's weakness. Because without those guys, he's nothing. He's a zero. But I tell you, huh? Isn't this place something else?
Way too good for you, Javier.
Oh, that's where you're wrong, Cyrus. This is just my style, man.
I still say you're out of your league.
Relax, RJ's like my padrino, you know? I'm not your godfather, Javier. I'm just a businessman with bills to pay. So what's up with you, man?
Oh, I'm about to make you very happy, RJ. Yeah. Cyrus, this is RJ Gannon. This is Cyrus.
Heard a lot about you.
Yeah? Well, I heard zip about you. What's the deal here, Javier?
Well, you know how you've been asking me to introduce you to my source, right? Well, here he is, in the flesh.
Oh, you're the one who sold Javier the piece.
You're not the only businessman who works this side of town.
Oh, no, this man, he carries a whole line of products. I'm talking about from 9mm to Uzis, whatever
Hey, you talk too much. You agree, Cyrus?
He's young.
Hey, you too. What's up?
I appreciate you introducing me to Cyrus here, but now why don't you get a drink at the bar or something, huh? While he and I go have a talk.
Cool. Whoa, looks good to me.
You find that ID yet, baby?
Well, it ain't happy hour yet, so I'll tell you what. I'll have an iced tea with a twist, courtesy of the boss.
Oh, you think you can handle it?
Baby, I can handle anything you got.
There's nothing going on with me. Why are you always accusing me?
I'm not.
I'm always falling short of your high standards. So there's got to be a reason, right? There's got to be something wrong with me. Why can't it just be you?
You see how you're acting? It's not like you.
What am I supposed to act like, Ben? Tell me so I won't disappoint you.
You do not disappoint me. You worry me. Now, I know you had a fight with your mom today. She told me.
I know. She goes straight to you and tell you how concerned she is. that I failed again.
That's not what she said.
I don't care what she said. I come here to forget about my mother, my father, and my fiancé for 2 minutes and have some fun. And I have a lot better time when I don't have people sitting around judging me all the time.
I am not judging you or diagnosing you. I'm in love with you and you're in trouble, so let me help you.
Just what kind of trouble are we talking about?
I don't know. You tell me. 1 minute, you're totally depressed about your mom and your dad and law school, and the next minute, you're bouncing off the walls, dancing nonstop, drinking way too fast. Something's got control of you.
Just what is this something you're talking about? You're a doctor. Talk straight to your patient. Say it, Dr. Price. Say what you mean.
All right. Are you doing drugs?
Quality control isn't just an advertising slogan at Melodor.
This way, please.
We have done product testing to make sure that there were no side effects. In fact, women with the most sensitive skin swear by Aquaderm.
I'm sorry. I've heard the sad stories, and I've seen the damage with my own eyes.
Excuse me, what stories and what damage?
A beautiful young woman here in Landview. Blonde, very fair and petite. The ideal customer for Guy Navarre salons. But her hands, quelle horreur. And all because of your Aquaderm.
I don't know who this woman was or why she lied to you. In fact, if you were to tell me who this woman was, well, then maybe
I'm
that I could
sorry.
figure this...
My car is waiting to take me to the airport.
Monsieur Navarre, please, if you would just tell me who this woman was and about her complaint, then maybe I
You've
could
done
figure this
enough
out.
already without invading her privacy. I'm sorry, madame. But when I return to Landview, it will be to do business with Serenity Springs, not Melodor. Au revoir.
We're just so lucky that Nora's sister just happened to be in town for an interview at the hospital. She's treated other women with this problem. She's developed a good rapport with Vicky, and we just hope she can help.
Well, I met Suzanne at Bo and Nora's wedding, and she seemed to be a very intelligent woman, much like her sister, and she seemed to have a gift with people, so I would say if anyone can help Vicky, she can. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, that's Serenity Springs. I have...
That's all right, go on, call. I'm okay. Just you listening makes me feel better.
Good. Listen, Vicky is a fighter. She'll get through this.
Thank you, John. I'm alone here. Thanks.
No power lunch today? I hope nothing has gone wrong with that fabulously successful business of yours.
Liz, I don't much care what Todd Manning prints in this rag newspaper of his.
Well, it may be a rag, but it's fast becoming the paper of record in certain parts of this town.
Not in my town.
Yes, well, Landview doesn't stop at the west side, you know. I've learned that since I've become mayor. There's a great big diverse world out there, and some people in it believe what Manning prints in that newspaper.
Gee, Liz, I thought you were leader of this town, not Todd Manning.
Don't lecture me, Nora. My job is to get elected to a full term as mayor, and it's going to be increasingly difficult if Manning continues to take pot shots at my police department.
I can take the heat.
Yes, well, I can't, you see. I have warned you before that I would have to ask for your resignation if you didn't clear up the corruption in the LPD. And what did you do? You went skipping off to Hawaii on a honeymoon.
Before I left, I started a full-scale in-house investigation. And I've stayed on top of it since. These things take time. And what Todd Manning is printing in his public crusades here, this doesn't make it any easier. Whoever's stealing those guns has sense enough to keep his head down.
Yes, well, I'm not really terribly interested in all your excuses. I suggest that you either solve the problem or turn in your badge, Mr. Commissioner.
I'm not just a flop as a student and a lawyer. Now I'm a drug addict.
You think I want to believe this? You think I wouldn't give anything for some other explanation? But mood swings like you've been having are a symptom of drug abuse.
I don't have symptoms. I have pressures and problems. And they make me act a little weird sometimes, but that doesn't mean I'm on drugs.
All right, just calm down.
I don't want to calm down. I may not be much of a law student, but I do know that taking drugs is illegal and it's stupid.
All right, then help me understand. Because I'm looking for a way, any other way to explain what's been happening to you.
You want to know what's been happening? I've been surrounded by people who don't believe in me, who don't trust in me, and that includes you.
Rachel, we got to talk this thing through.
I am through talking about this non-existent addiction. The only person with a problem here is you.
No, Rachel.
If you're Puerto Rican and you know we clap your hands. If you're Puerto Rican and you know we clap your hands. If you're black, Spanish, white, whatever, everybody clap their hands.
Gracias. Good luck. Gracias. Volunteerism at its best. Hello, Marty. And you must be Dylan Moody. I've heard so much about all the good work you've done in our community center. Muchos gracias is all I can say.
Well, Mayor McNamara, I certainly didn't expect to see you here today.
Yes, ma'am. The country club's over on the west side.
Oh, country club. That's good. Well, actually, I'm the mayor of all the neighborhoods in Landview, and I particularly want the people in Angel Square to know that I'm their mayor, too.
Oh, and this wouldn't have anything to do with the fall campaign, now would it?
Well, naturally, of course, I would like a referendum on my brief time in office. As a matter of fact, Marty, I thought that since you were so close to these people, I thought perhaps you could put in a good word for me. After all, you and I go way back.
Oh, here, I'll save you the trouble.
Oh, Marty, thank you. I knew I could count on you.
Because I will never help you. Not now or not ever.
Yeah, what are you doing, man? What, are you starting your own paper out or something?
Nah, laugh now, but check it. One of those sun symbols are in one of these papers, and I'm gonna find it.
Yo, Eddie, you really think you're gonna hit the jackpot on that lotto? You so loco.
All right, man, all right. Now, look at the wall. Nah, I don't believe that. Nah. I think it looks better this way.
Better? What are you talking? You're painting over the prize. They painted over Antonio's tombstone, too.
Yeah, they also painted over the arrows. See, now the wall belongs to everybody. And so do the docks. And so does Angel Square. I mean, isn't that what we want?
Eddie, you really think it could be like that? Everybody cool with everybody.
He's listening to his mommy too much.
Hey, watch what you say about my mom, all right?
I don't get it, man. I mean, my mom thinks the cops are good for the neighborhood, but that one just freaks her out. Gonzalez? Sure he does.
Yo, Eddie, Chris never went to Antonio's trial. He don't know. Whoa. Wait, what? What don't I know? Gonzalez is the cop who put your brother away.
Oh, who cares what Todd Manning prints in that fish wrapper? Besides, he'll have to eat his words once you've cracked this case.
What makes you so sure we're close to cracking the case?
Oh, for goodness sake, Bo, I know you can't tell Liz McNamara the details, but you certainly can tell me. I'm sure Internal Affairs knows already who stole those guns from the impoundment facility and sold them off to those gangs in Angel Square.
We had some leads, but as of right now, the trail is ice cold.
What do you mean?
I mean that whoever did take those guns is smart enough to keep a very low profile, cop or civilian. We are no closer to solving this crime than we were 4 weeks ago.
Okay. All right, so you're up against a smart guy. Let me tell you something. Sooner or later, even smart guys make mistakes.
Yeah, well, I can't wait for him to slip up. Whoever he is, I've got to find him right now.
I don't reveal my sources. Let's just say I had a good friend who made certain weapons available to me.
And you made them available to Javier and his gang.
Hey, the boy pays cash.
So do I. For the right information.
Even if I told you my source, that still wouldn't get you the names of the cops who sold the guns to him. Anyway, the dude's moved on. No forwarding address. This is sort of a on-the-run sort of business, you know.
I think that's not good enough, Cyrus. I need names.
What do you care if a couple of cops did a little business on the side, huh? Okay, I'll ask around and, you know, see what I can find out.
You do that.
Hey, Rachel. A little early for you, isn't it? I came to see my Uncle. Is he around?
Yeah, RJ's finishing up some business. Do not disturb, all right? But you can disturb me all you want.
How come every time I turn around, you're there?
Oh, destiny, baby, destiny. Buy you a drink?
No. Uncle RJ.
Looks like you struck out, baby.
I know you're busy, but you gotta have some time for me, okay? I swear, sometimes I think you're the only one who understands me.
As a matter of fact, Melodor's a smash.
Is it?
If you don't believe me, check out for yourself. Check out the cosmetic counter at Logan's. In fact, in your case, Tina, maybe the sooner the better. Melodor is the hottest new skin line in the store. You know, we may even be able to work a miracle even on your complexion. I cannot tell you how many testimonials I've heard from women who are almost as desperate as you are. In fact, Tina, I will give you a free skin consultation. How is that?
Oh, I'm touched. No, but I've heard about women being desperate after using the Melodor products. Something about a red, splotchy rash. Truly disgusting.
I don't know where. You heard a room... Oh, my God. He said she was petite and blonde.
Who? One of the poor, unfortunate victims of Melodor?
It was you. It figures that you would fake some kind of skin irritation to get Guy Navarre to back out of his deal with me.
Oh, gee, you know, I would love to stay in chat, but I have to pick up the kids right now.
Who
Excuse
put you
me.
up to it, Tina?
Please let go of me. You've already damaged
You
enough
don't
skin.
have the brains to come up with a plan like that. Now, who was it?
Blair, you know you're going to need thicker skin if you're going to survive the business world. That and a good attorney.
Word for you. Well, I still remember some of the words you said about me. Do you recall the rumors you spread about Andrew and me?
Oh, well, Marty, that was an unfortunate misunderstanding. But if you recall, you did suffer from a certain reputation in those days, but of course people change.
Yes, they do. Some get better, and some just try to get elected.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Marty. It was nice to meet you, Mr. Moody. I think perhaps I'll just go and talk to some of my people for a bit.
My people?
Buenos dias, ladies. Mi casa es su Casa. Oh, but really, I'm so pleased to be here and see all the wonderful work you've done in turning this old dock into a new dock.
Can we help you, Madam Mayor?
Oh, it's Mrs. Vega, isn't it? Actually, I'm here to help you.
Well, it's a little late to help us bring up the lights.
Oh, no. I mean the kind of help that City Hall can give. You see, we are preparing a new budget now. Now, I can't promise anything, but if Angel Square continues its comeback...
Oh, we know all about your promises.
Oh.
You know, that woman who works in your office, Alex Buchanan, she promised to help us right out of our home.
Yes, and I fired her for that, didn't I? Angel Square has a very high priority.
Now that you want to get elected. You know, you close our community center, and then you say you're going to form a commission to look into getting back our funding. So, where is it? You know, it's clear to me that Angel Square is just another place on the wrong side of the river, so why don't you go back to the west side? And leave us alone.
Madame Mayor, she didn't mean that.
No. I think she did. I'll leave you ladies to your party.
What's the matter with you, Cassandra? She's the mayor and she controls the money. Money that we need.
Why did you have to be so rude? ¿Por qué no usas la cabeza, eh?
Chica. Se te ocurre.
You know, they're right, Ma. You're not like that. But now I know why you're being so weird. It's a cop, isn't it?
Hey, Marty.
Ben, hey, grab soda or some watermelon.
No, thanks. I'm not here to party. It's about Rachel. Something's really wrong.
I really need to talk to you. If you can just spare a few minutes.
Slow down.
What?
Now tell me you aren't speeding again.
No way. Look, I'm just upset, okay? Mom found out I failed contracts, and we had a big argument, okay?
Man, she started her I'm so disappointed in you routine again. Huh?
You got it. And Dad, I can't tell him because he doesn't even know yet. And Ben, he's as bad as either one.
RJ, you got a call from Mr. 10%. He says his client will not set foot on stage until you guarantee that he gets a share of the house.
Agents. But, Rachel, I've got to take this call. Look, why don't we do lunch tomorrow?
Tomorrow, but I need to talk to you.
I know, but I've got to take this call now, and then I've got the IRS coming in to look at my books. Tomorrow, I will give you my undivided attention. Promise.
Can I have my purse, please?
What's the rush? We're just getting to know each other.
I know all I need to know about you.
Yeah, I know you too, Rachel. And a user like you can use any friend she can get.
Would you call me?
Oh, come on. It's written all over you. You're zooted, aren't you?
How about a nice Hawaiian nut? All right, here's what you do.
Okay.
You're gonna listen to your lawyer, all right?
Okay.
That's me. You need good cop work and good publicity in order to get this job done. Now, you are a great cop, but you can't possibly uncover corruption in your police department with the mayor breathing down your neck like the way she is, undermining you.
Yeah, but every time I see Liz McNamara, I just...
No. You gotta play it cool. All right? She's insecure, like every politician. And as long as she knows that you're making her look good, then she'll back off.
You're hired, honey.
Oh, for what?
You are the great communicator. You keep Liz off my back, then I'll handle the investigation. Deal?
No deal. Communication right now, I'm not exactly batting 1,000.
What, are you kidding me? You're the best. What is it?
Rachel.
Rachel's your daughter. Oh, God, you guys have another argument.
You know, I don't mean to be judgmental, but apparently that's exactly what it seemed I was when I found out that she had to retake her course this summer.
I thought she was clerking for you this
Well,
summer.
she is. Except the fact that she flunked contracts and she needs that to finish her first year of law school.
And let me guess, Rachel kept that a little secret, right?
Yeah, it's turning into a bad habit of hers. I don't know. I told her that it wasn't that she had to retake the course that upset me. It was the fact that she hid it, like she was ashamed of it or something, and then that's where the fight started.
Well, it sounds to me like you said the right thing. So why did that start a fight?
That's just it. I haven't a clue. Not a clue. It seems the harder I try, the worse it gets. I don't know what the problem is, whether the problem's with me or with her. When you put us both in the same room, all I know is I have a very, very unhappy daughter.
Zooted? I don't even know what that means.
Oh, yeah, nice try. Look, Rachel, I know all the signs. Your motor's in the red zone right now, and it ain't because you're glad to see me. It's those little pills.
I don't do pills, and I don't listen to creeps.
Hey, Rachel, listen. Relax. Your secret is fine with me, all right? I pop them myself from time to time, you know?
Maybe you have a problem with drugs. I don't. And if you don't stop bothering me, I'm going to tell my uncle.
Look, Rachel, I'm just trying to help you, all right? See, you're flying a little too high and fast right now, and maybe you can use a parachute, huh?
What are you doing there?
Look, it's for later. It's going to help you come down, all right?
I don't do drugs, so buzz off.
Hey, Rachel, look, you need to learn how to chill, all right? I'm just a guy who knows where you're coming from. Maybe next time we can go there together.
Well, you and Dylan were with her today at Rhodey's. How was she?
Well, like I said, she was really excited, hyper, almost frantic.
Yeah, her idea of a conversation was talking about stuff.
Have you seen her that way before?
Yeah, actually, matter of fact, that night we were at Rhodey's and we were celebrating my med school exams. We asked her how things went for her, and...
That's right. 1 minute, she was really happy, and then all of a sudden, she's
totally depressed. Big ups, big downs.
What are you getting at, Ben? She's doing drugs, isn't she?
I don't know that, Marty. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, I do, because I've been there. I don't know why I didn't see this before. We'd run into her, and she was nothing like her old self.
All right, before we can be certain, Rachel's got to admit it. So let's just make sure this stays between us, okay?
Yeah, you got it.
Nothing's wrong. I'm just a little nervous about the party, that's all. I wanted everything to turn out perfect. I'll get back to work.
Oh, come on, Ma. It all started when that cop Emilio Gonzalez showed up.
If we don't get back to work, people are going to think we're all talking.
No, it's about my brother, isn't it? That cop, Gonzalez. He was the one that arrested Antonia, wasn't he?
Excuse me. Christian. I'd like to work with your mother. Just the two of us, okay?
I'm not questioning your dedication. I want answers. I don't want them sometime. I don't want them soon. I want them now.
Any new breakthroughs?
No, forget that. Forget that. Okay, you were telling me about you and Rachel.
No,
Sit down.
there's
Honey,
nothing
sit
I
down,
can
talk to
do
me.
for Rachel because she won't let me. So what's the story with internal affairs?
There's no story. There's no leads. There's no clues. There's no name to go with the missing weapons. Whoever took them out of the impound's too smart to get caught by another cop.
Well, you know what they say.
No, honey. What do they say?
It takes a thief.
What did I ever do before I met you?
Ate healthy food?
You know what? You were absolutely right. I've been going at this whole thing totally wrong. Naturally, a bad cop is going to be extra careful around good cops. But he just might slip up if he thinks he's got a potential customer, right?
You mean someone who's actually working for the Lambview Police Department? Well, that's a great idea, Bo, but you're going to have to find a civilian who's willing to risk his life in order to catch the bad guys.
Honey, These guns are killing kids in Angel Square. There's got to be somebody out there who's willing to put it on the line to stop the violence. See? The question is, who?
If my mom doesn't want to talk to you, she doesn't have to.
Seems like a good kid.
Yes. Is that what you wanted to tell me?
Mrs. Vega, I came here today to help. If my being at this party is going to bother you, I'll go.
Come and go as you please, officer. It's nothing to me.
I think it is. I think I remind you of things that you'd rather forget. But I want you to know, I didn't want to arrest Antonio, okay?
You're just doing your job. That's what you said.
Yes, ma'am. But we were friends, okay? He had the makings of a leader, of anything he wanted to be. But somewhere along the line, he took a wrong turn. Ended up in getting involved with gangs. Now, you know, if I could have stopped him, I would have.
No one did. As you say, he just took a wrong turn. But there's no point in talking about this.
Sometimes when you face up to what happened...
Look, Antonio is dead to me. Está muerto, ¿entiendes? Dead.
Tricks in the book. I'd pop a few pills, wash it down with vodka, and then party all night. I thought I had everyone fooled. Of course, the only fool was me.
Well, you're just lucky you had friends.
It didn't matter. I pushed them all away. I had to hit rock bottom before I asked for help. I tried to kill myself. Don't let that happen to Rachel.
Don't worry. Now that I know it's not just me, that you've both seen the signs as well. Just have to get her to face it head on.
Ben, I know you're the doctor, and I'm just the med student, but I know something about this. Right now, Rachel is defensive, and she's desperate. So when you talk to her, be careful, because you might push her away, or deeper into this.
Wipe that sweet grin off your face.
You don't get it, do you? See, the joke is on me. The other night when you asked me if I was dealing, I got a little nervous, you know, your daddy being the DA and all. Thought maybe you were doing a little undercover work. Turns out to be you were scoping me out for your own self.
I wasn't scoping you. I don't want anything to do with you whatsoever.
Come on, not even if I can help you out a little bit.
I wouldn't take an aspirin from you. Now take this stuff back indoors. Before I tell my Uncle RJ.
Rachel, relax. Look, just consider it a gift, all right? You'll thank me in the morning.
I don't want your gifts. I don't want anything from you. I hope I never see your face again.
What do you think you're doing?
Funny. I was about to ask you the same thing.